draw day, and a very familiar feeling for us Interisti. Is it just not? My goodness, once again, how many oh my goodness, like I can't believe it that every single time we get shafted on these draws, like we're expecting it, so it's not even a surprise, but it still hurts. Like I'm going in with very low expectations of knowing that we're going to get the powerhouses, we're going to get a super hard group, we're going to get the group of death, and we got the group of death. We got the two powerhouses that we didn't want to get, and I still feel like I feel like still feel shock, but I shouldn't, because this is what happens to us every single year. So thank you, UEFA, once again as usual. Thank you, UEFA. And yeah, Michael, first comment in. Thank you for everyone that's coming through. But yeah, we should get a redraw, right? Like we got last year. Oh my goodness, what absolute ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. And yeah, obviously some Inter fans are going towards the rigged feeling, or the feeling that this has been rigged against us, or is set up against us. But what can I say, guys? What can I say? It is what it is. And this is what happens. Last year was the only time we didn't get a group of death, and it was still difficult. But last year was the only time. But that was because we were the champions of Italy, so we were in pot one, and we still had Real Madrid, Shakhtar, and Sheriff. So it still wasn't an easy group, but it was definitely Milan had the group of death last year. So, but ever since we've gone back into the Champions League, it's just been difficult group after difficult group. And this year, it might be the worst one we've got until now, because it kind of depends on how Barcelona. But I think this might be the worst group that we've got until now. But yeah, let me give a shout out to everyone that's in the house. 68 people in the house. Wow, I'm surprised. Actually, there's a lot of people. I thought everyone would be done and dusted already with their day now. Would be like, forget this. I'm going away and doing something else. Yeah. And none of the I guess Milan's group is not too bad, but none of the Italian teams really, as usual, didn't get a easy group. But yeah, let me just give a quick shout out to everyone that's in the house, and then of course we can talk about our predictions. Actually, let me make a poll. Let me make a poll in the chat, and then we can see how we are feeling about making it through this this group. Let me make a poll. I don't usually do this very often, so give me a moment. How do I do it again? So go live. Is it control? Yeah, control room. How do I do the thing? Here. So make a poll. So are Inter going to get to the round of 16? So very simple, yes or no answer. Oh, actually, no, I'll add the option yes, no, and finish third. Okay, let me do finish third. So you're the Europa League, and then first for second, and then we'll do one for finishing fourth. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Yeah, let's do it like that and post poll. And let me pin. Can I pin it? I don't know. But yeah, vote in the poll now. I've just posted the poll. Let me see. I want to see what the answers are to this poll. But initial feelings, guys, not good. Initial feelings, not good at all. I'm not feeling confident at all. And yeah, that feeling, like Patrick says, why always us? I feel like wearing that Mario Balotelli shirt. Why always me? Is just literally always Inter. Always Inter has to get the hardest group. Yeah, Marcello, this is my feeling going into this. Is the one that my focus right now. As soon as this group has come out, thank you, Daniel, for coming through as well. Just focus on the Scudetto. Honestly, that's my initial feeling. But of course, there's also going to be a feeling of positivity or feeling like, yes, we can do this. Whereas Nicola is one of the ones that is happy about this group. But that's the thing, Nicola. If you've watched my channel over the years, I've always been happy to play the big teams. I'm never afraid to play the big teams. It's not about that. Like, I'm happy, and maybe it would be great to go to one of these games as well, to visit, even away in Munich, which is a city I go to quite often because I used to work there and I still have friends there. All Barcelona. I just love visiting Barcelona in general. But the thing is that we want our life to be made as easy as possible to get to that round of 16, get that extra income, because we know that's the most important thing with this Inter team in our financial situation. Getting that extra 10, 12 million that you get every time you progress, it makes a big difference. Plus the money from the revenue at the stadium and all that kind of stuff. Every little helps. And we saw it last year, going past what's up, Ahmed, going past the group stage takes away those mental energy. People always think about there's only 2 extra matches. There's the physical energy, but also the mental energy of going into these games, big games. Takes a lot of mental, nervous energy for the players every time getting ready for these big matches. Rotation will be minimal. We can say now that our depth is better than last year, but we know if we're going to play a Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inzaghi's not going to play a Slani. He's not going to rotate to he's not going to put Mkhitaryan. Probably he's going to play the starters every time. He's not going to put Correa or Dzeko on. He's going to be the starters. That's just how it is. But I'm happy that there's some positivity FC in the house, like Ahmed over here. But and also that's another thing we always say as well, and I've always said this as well. Every time we've got Real Madrid the last 2 years, I've said it's not the same Real Madrid team. They're not as strong as they were before. Blah 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 blah. And then they end up, still crashing us and going in the later stages of the Champions League, or like last year actually winning it. Barcelona, I guess you can say that, and I remember saying that about Barcelona when we got them like 2 or 3 years ago. And it still, didn't quite work out. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Like the stream, guys, as Nicola says here. Thank you for the reminder. Shama, why does UEFA hate us? I don't know, bro. I do not know why UEFA hates us. And the perfect encapsulation of everything. our Capitano Zanetti, yeah, as Mattia said it here, perfect time. His face just says it all. I mean, of course, Zanetti's not, it's not a face of panic, but he's just like, that meme of that guy that's like angry, or he's like containing something and his vein is popping out. That's why Zanetti looks like that. Like he wants to scream out. And actually, when I was watching the stream, I had it because I was actually working. I was on a Teams call. I was on like a big Teams call, which so it was actually like half partaking and half I wasn't watching him, but I was listening over, and I just wanted to literally just scream. I just wanted to scream out like every type of swear word I know in Italian, in Hindi, Punjabi, in French, in German, like any type of swear word I know. I just wanted to blurt it out because I could not believe it, but I should have been expecting it. But when it was happening, actually, guys, I was thinking, like, because the way it was the way it was shaping up. I don't know about you guys, but it was shaping up to be. It looks like we were and could have ended up in Conte's group in the group where Tottenham were in with Frankfurt. Let me see if you can zoom in. Yeah, there you go. I thought it was on the cards that we were gonna have our reunion with Conte, but it didn't happen, and that would have been good. This group would have been ideal for me. This Group D, if we were there instead of Sporting, because they were pot 3 like us. So, we could definitely fight it out with Tottenham for first place, and then fight it out with with Frankfurt or Marseille for that second. Like that would have been a good group. What else? What the group? Yeah, being with Real Madrid again wouldn't have been the end of the world again. That would have been okay. Milan's group, yeah, that one is definitely doable. I would not have wanted. Actually, this one's all right as well. Because the Rangers are a tricky team. Yeah, this one would have been tricky as well. I mean, to be fair, like, yeah, there's Real Madrid ended up with probably the easier of the groups out of everyone. This group as well, Group B, would have been all right. So it's, you know, we haven't got not everyone's got an easy group, to be fair. But I definitely would have liked this group here to get the Conte reunion, or if we had this group instead of Milan, where we had the Chelsea reunion, Lukaku going back to Stamford Bridge, that would have been nice. That would have been some interesting storylines for sure. Eduardo coming through. Guys, we have the best team in Italy. We can go past the group stage. The only thing is that it's going to be tougher, and hence it would cost us on the Scudetto fight. Yeah, I think once again, the goal will definitely be to progress to the round of 16. Like I'm sure Inzaghi will say that, and Marotta will say, because that is the goal for this Inter team, financially speaking. That is the goal, that this Inter team needs to get to the round of 16 for that extra income, for that prestige, or just making it through the group stage. And yeah, there is Count D'Angeli, if you haven't seen it. This is our group: Bayern, Barcelona, Inter, and Victoria Pilsen. So the Czech Republic, the Czech team. Also have World Cup in the middle of the week. In the middle of the week, also we're strong. Oh, you mean in the middle of the season? Yeah. So if we are strong until December, then we can focus in the Scudetto in Jan. Yeah, exactly. Then it's basically like a new season afterwards, because all the group stage is done before the World Cup starts. So yeah, afterwards you just, if you're out of the Champions League, you can just focus on that. But the one thing, Nikhil here, what's his profile picture? I can't tell. Is he a Barca fan, or is he a Bayern fan or Liverpool fan? But yeah, Nikhil, is true. It's true. I saw the memes flying around that the other teams, that we were the team that the other teams didn't want out of the pot three. I saw all the polls of the other fans, and Inter were the team that everyone wanted to avoid. So yeah, like this meme here posted by Out of Context Football. Call the ambulance! Call the ambulance! Not for me. So yeah, Bayern Munich and Barcelona are definitely going to be angry that they've picked out of all the pot three teams, they've picked out Inter. But at the end of the day, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good for Inter for sure. It's difficult, but Barcelona beatable this year. Yeah, no, I agree. 100%. It's not the end of the world. And yeah, it's gonna be some enjoyable fixtures. 100%, Jara. Great point. It's gonna be enjoyable fixtures. This is not the swashbuckling Barcelona that we know from previous years. And Bayern Munich, they're susceptible at the back, like under Nagelsmann specifically. They do concede. We saw in the Champions League, they are susceptible at the back. They play a very aggressive, very attacking-minded football, where they leave super high line in defense. And the defenders on an individual basis as well. Upamecano, he's not really lived up to the price tag or his reputation. I've never really rated him as highly at Leipzig. I thought, I think they missed a trick they should have got Konate instead of Upamecano. De Ligt, we know from Juve. Lucas Hernandez, he's good. He's definitely probably the best one, I would say, in the centre backs. But again, Lukaku's had the better of him. I've seen some games, Belgium, France. There was one game I remember, Nations League, where we had the better of him. Pavard is pretty good as well, but they're not. I wouldn't say they're an elite defense at the back. So they're definitely, we shouldn't count ourselves out completely. We need that third spot at least. No, Matteo, no. If it's either making first or second or fourth, we cannot go Europa League. I don't care about the coefficient. I was focused. Matteo, what happened last year. Once you go out of Champions League, you can focus all your energies into Scudetto, which is what Milan were able to do last year, what we were able to do under Conte. Don't forget, that's what it's only like a 5-10%, you know, it's a small percentage advantage, but you need every little percent of advantage when you go into the later stages of the season. Like you might think, oh, it's only an extra 2 games, or what difference does it make? But it makes a big difference by the end of it, and we know how our players look. And especially how, you know, there's going to be that break in between of the season. If we make it to the next stage of, you know, the Champions League or the Europa League, you have to do almost like a new, you have to do like a pre-season again, and is the team gonna be ready and firing by that time? I'd rather not really take the chances on that. For me, it's yeah, for me, I'm glad. I mean, again, I do respect. It's not like I don't respect the Europa League. I'm one of those guys that I would like to win the Europa League, and I'm gutted that we didn't win it a few years ago when we got to the final. But the point is just the energy management, the depth of the squad is, I just don't think it's able to challenge on multiple fronts. I just don't think we have that. Yeah, I laughed as well. I was like, yeah, you know, you got PSG, haha. And then yeah, my smile was wiped off pretty quickly straight after that, because yeah, you could just see Inter were just not being drawn. Like all the pot 3 teams were like continued. I think we were the last team, weren't we, to be drawn out of the pot 3, and it was just like getting worse and worse every time a team were drawn. It was like, oh, bloody hell, oh, yeah. And then you just knew what was gonna happen. This is the second thing we would say, I don't know, but at least we'll get to see how Inter performance big matches, bro. We get that every season. We've seen that. It's not like new. It's not like we're not being any big matches. We've been, and I'm sick of that. I don't care about that anymore. Like, yeah, okay, like last season we did well against Real Madrid, but then we lost. You know, it gives, and then against Liverpool, yes, you know, it was nice seeing us perform against Liverpool, and we beat them away at Anfield. We got a bit more respect maybe in the eyes of, like, you know, non-Serie A fans, but at the end of the day, what did it really end up to? It didn't really amount to anything. I saw how it was last season. People care about the Champions League whilst we're in it, but as soon as we're out, the focus was, you know, Scudetto, and then everyone was embarrassed about the Scudetto by the end of the season. And I know what the feeling was. So this year, I'm not really as concerned about Champions League unless we get through. And of course, then if we get through, then yeah, then you know, if the draw, then it all depends on the draw then. Because last year, remember guys, the last year we got through, and it should have been Ajax, and you guys know we would have had Ajax. We would have beat Ajax. That Ajax team, we would have had them, and then it ended up being Liverpool after that stupid redraw. That I don't know whatever happened there. But yeah, Mamadou Tiam with the donation. Thank you for coming through. Let's be honest, Inter won't finish last though. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Like realistically, I said it's either first or second or fourth for me. That's the 3 position I want. But realistically, because of, and I don't want to look past as well, like you know, Victoria Pilsen, you know, these teams, you know, these teams have like nothing to lose. Some of these teams that come in, we saw with Sheriff last year, guys. Sheriff, first time ever in the Champions League, they beat Real Madrid. Even Shakhtar, they beat Real Madrid the first game, didn't they? Like, you just have these, they come into these games with no pressure. They have nothing to play for. It's historic for this, like, you know, having the time of their life, being in this competition. I think Victoria Pilsen haven't been in the Champions League for a few years now, so they'll be, you know, gassed to be in this group, in this competition. You know, for them, this 10-20 million they'll get from this competition, it goes a long way, you know, for their financial stability. So they have nothing to lose. So I don't want to even underestimate teams like Victoria Pilsen. But in reality, as things stand, Inter are definitely, you know, I would say, you know, Bayern Munich are the favorites, then Barcelona, then Inter. But I would say Barcelona, Inter, I would put them quite close, to be honest. And I would like to see what the bookmaker odds are. Inter forever in the house. Me go show you guys, check out this channel, guys. A father and son duo making videos about Inter and the love of Inter. Make sure you guys check them out. Inter forever. Initial thoughts could be third place won't be over because Europa League victory would be cool. But also imagine surprising one of Bayern or Barca. That would mean what would that mean for our team? Yeah, 100%, bro. But if we want to go for the Scudetto, we can't go deep in Europa League. That's the thing, guys. I would be happy for a deep Europa League run if we weren't one of the favorites for Serie A, guys. We are one of the three favorites for me. It's Inter, AC Milan, the holders, and Juventus, and then we'll see what this Napoli team is saying and this Roma team. But for me, it's those three: Inter, Juventus, and Milan are the front three. And yeah, for that reason, I just don't see us having the squad, the energy, the management from Inzaghi to be able to be competing on all those three fronts, plus the Coppa Italia. This is the second last season for third place of Champions League groups transferring to EO. Maybe we have to grab our channel. Yeah, no, we do need the coefficient because we don't have much of a high coefficient, because then I think, yeah, as Alan said, from next season they'll start counting the coefficient even if you don't make it to the Champions League. For the coefficient gets you in the Champions League, so it's important to get the coefficient as well. But you gotta be realistic, guys. You gotta be realistic. Hey, man, Conte, man, he is on fraud watch. This guy, if he doesn't make it out of his group, he is on big fraud watch. Like, everyone's got the sunglasses and the magnifying glasses on this guy. If he doesn't make out of this group, big fraud watch. Big fraud watch. He has to make out of that group. If he doesn't, bro, I mean, we already know he's not good in Europe, but then it's just confirmed forever. Like, there's nothing this guy can do unless he wins the Champions League to ever change any one of their minds. I think we can do, of course, as we did like a few years ago under Conte. We definitely, if we're going down into Europa League, we're one of the favorites, 100%, if not the favorite, depending on who goes down. But if we go down to Europa League, we're one of the favorites, but we just can't cope. And the problem with the Europa League, you have an extra game. I think Europa League, you have a round of 32, isn't it? Because in the Champions League, you go straight into round of 16. So you have to play, isn't it that you have to play an extra game or something for Europa League? It's just not good. And in Europa League, sometimes you get these really far away trips to like far places as well. And it's on a Thursday night as well. It's just like, and then if you play on a Sunday, it just does not help, man. It does not help being in the Europa League. And the reason why we did so well in the Europa League last time round as well, because we had, if you guys remember, because of the COVID, after COVID, it was like a mini tournament where we could just focus. Serie A was done, so we were done with Serie A, and then we focused on Europa League, and then we were like, we did really well, and then we got beat in the final by Sevilla. But I just don't, I don't see us being able to do that whilst the season is going, and then after coming back from the World Cup. Is there going to be injuries coming back from the World Cup? Lautaro, Correa, these guys are probably going to go deep with Argentina, maybe Lukaku. Like, you don't know what shape the teams come back with after this World Cup. It's such a new, it's a season that we've never seen before. How are players going to be after a mid-season World Cup? Like, how weird is that going to be? How are they mentally after these World Cup? Argentina, if they get to the final and Lautaro loses the World Cup, like, how does he come back from that? Like, it's a lot of variables this season that we never had before. Napoli could. I don't really see Napoli. I mean, Spalletti has always been really stinky. You guys know I like Spalletti, but when it comes to Europe, he usually is pretty stinky. I don't see Napoli winning that group for sure. I know Liverpool had a stinky start to the season, but I see them. They should get their stuff together in a few weeks' time. Kirby is one of the other ones that are confident what lever Barca are going to activate to be as. Yeah, let's not forget, guys, it's Barcelona might pull a lever out of somewhere, one of these financial levers, to sign Lionel Messi somehow before this transfer window ends. You never know with these guys, man. Somehow. Ahmad finds my lack of faith disturbing. Yeah, no, as I said, I'm not really like, I think we can do well. It's just that I can already see this group kind of dragging us down in terms of just sapping the energy. It's not about that. I think we can do it. I think, but as I said, Bayern are definitely favorites. I think we can definitely, I think we can push for second for sure. I'm not calling it. I'm not saying that we're out or anything. I'm just unhappy that this group is definitely going to sap the energy out of these players. Like, people always seem to underestimate like the amount of energy it takes, the Champions League takes out of you. And yeah, of course, the fridge, the Ligt giving us a handball. That's always on the cards, 100%. Skriniar also has experience pocketing Sane. From where? Which game did he pocket Sane in? Give me a reminder. Stopishama, we always start on the opposite side. We got this young Inter. Let's put that. Eduardo, the other one usually is like a negative, and I have to turn you around, and you're the one having to turn me around. That's funny. At least no Shakhtar. Yeah, I was sick of playing Shakhtar every season or Real Madrid. Like, at least we've changed up. But again, Barcelona were the team that we were playing. Like, we had them like 2 seasons in a row, did we, or something like that? So yeah, but at least Bayern are a bit different. Finally, we got a team that's a little bit different. Khalid also says this goes both ways. A win in the passing group stage will give the team a massive confidence boost. Yeah, that's true, but I didn't really see that confidence boost last year. I didn't really see that confidence boost coming in last year. It seemed like more of a hindrance. And then Inzaghi using that. You know, you guys know how much it annoyed a lot of Inter fans. Like how many times Inzaghi kept bragging about doing well against Liverpool afterwards, like, oh yeah, we did so well against Liverpool. Like, yeah, nice, bro. Good for your CV, I guess. But what help did that really give us? I don't really see that being that much of a boost for a club like Inter. You know, going through the round of 16 isn't really like a massive achievement. It's more expectation. That's why it's been a disappointment. The last, under Conte was a big disappointment not making it through. Making it through is not like a big surprise. I guess it would be a boost this year because it's a harder group. Maybe I can give you that, Khalid, because it's Barcelona, Bayern that we're making it through past if we do make it through. Bro, yeah, you can already imagine, if we get in a Cherby against Sadio Mane or a Cherby against Lewandowski. And yeah, Inzaghi's not got a good track record against Barcelona when his Lazio team was they got smashed like 4-1, I think it was. But of course, that was this Lazio team can't compare to this Inter team. Bashama, we'll never finish fourth, so we can. We never finish fourth. We can win Europa League. Oh yeah, we can't. Yeah, we can't. Well, I don't want to. People are just like completely underestimating Victoria Pilsen, man. I don't like this. Sometimes these teams can be surprising. So I wouldn't. They'll give us a good match. Like, remember, was it Slavia Praha when they came to San Siro? We drew to them. Like, don't forget, like, teams like that can be really tricky. They come back, sit deep against us. They have no pressure. They're fighting for their lives. They can make life hard for us, 100%. Yeah, no, you can disagree with me, Kev, but as I said, the Europa League run was because we could focus just on Europa League at the end, so it was completely different. But we saw it last year, guys. Like, we saw it last year. I don't think Aslani and Mkhitaryan coming in makes like that much of a big difference to our depth. Like, I think it's slightly better than last year, but I don't think it makes that much of a big difference that now we can compete on all fronts. So yeah, Kuvica against Trent. That's gonna be an interesting one. Yeah, I agree, Musab. It's not a lack of faith. We're just being realistic. But I'm looking forward to these matches 100%. And yes, Lukaku needs to step up. Lukaku has that reputation, which is true as well. It's not like one of those fabricated the reputation he has. Even on the season under Conte, like, in the Champions League, he wasn't that great in some of the big matches. So definitely Lukaku needs to step up. But I hope, Lukaku, Lautaro, the Lula manages to step up. Oh yeah, Mane, yeah. We even D'Ambrosio pocketed Mane last season, bro. D'Ambrosio, DD33 at Anfield had Mane in his pocket. And then, Skriniar at San Siro had Mane in his pocket as well. Diogo Jota. We had some good individual performances for sure against the Liverpool strike force. Let me see who else is in the house. M&M Production, Onana or Handanovic for the UCL. For me, I've said this since the beginning of the season. I think we should make Onana our Champions League keeper. I think he's more suited. He's shown that Ajax, his best performances came in the Champions League. he's more suited. He's more European in terms of Handanovic, in terms of he's better on the ball, and he's better coming out of his goal in terms of if we play a higher line, against the pacier opponents, he's able to, Handanovic in general, he's not very good at coming out and making himself big and covering the goal. Whereas Onana, that's probably one of his best, shot stopping abilities, when he comes out and he makes himself big, 1v1 against players. He's really good at that. And yeah, his ball playing ability is not going to happen. I don't see it happening. But I personally would go for Onana being the Champions League goalkeeper. I know it's like kind of bringing him in cold, but that's why Inzaghi, should give him more minutes in Serie A already for him to do that. But yeah, that's what I would go for. That's what I would go for. Yeah, Juve PSG is definitely. We'll look at the other groups as well in a moment. Emil, thank you very much for the donation and the comment. Thursday night in Azerbaijan and Ukraine. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. Those Thursday nights, it's not just that I'm making fun of the pod. That's on it's on a Wednesday or Tuesday night. It's on a Thursday night. That's the banter. But it's true that one extra day that you have to wait, and then the one less day that you have to prepare, because usually Serie A doesn't seem to help out the teams in Champions League. They won't postpone any games to like Monday to help us out. They'll make us play on a bloody Saturday or a Sunday as it was planned already. So these Thursday nights where you're flying off to these faraway countries, or even if it's not far away, just a Thursday night match just makes things difficult. Exactly, Emil. 100%, I agree, man. Reason Inter got this group is because they didn't win the league. Yeah, 100%. That we knew that. We knew as soon as we didn't win the league, and I saw people were saying thank you, Radu, at the beginning of the stream, which is true. Once you're in pot 3, it is what it is. That's why you get the difficult groups. But again, did it have to Lab Gorilla? Did it have to be the hardest group possible? No, it didn't have to be the group of death. It could have been, Group D. Could have been Group B. Group F. I would have taken pretty much every other group apart from this one. You predicted PSG Juventus would happen. Nice. So much hate on Lukaku after that Europa League final. Yeah, I remember. Of course, he caused the own goal as well. He was very unlucky. There was no hate from me on Lukaku because he scored the penalty as well. But he does seem to be very unlucky in these big matches as well. And as I said, that reputation is right on Lukaku. Like, I still feel like he hasn't banished those demons of big match flop, of like, I don't think he's a big match flop, but he's never stepped up to that level where we would expect a big top level striker as what we consider him and he consider himself. He hasn't stepped up to that level. Yeah, Sub-Zero, 100%. Hey, Ashwin Korea in the house now. Reach, bro. Goddamn, we really can't get a break in CL. Yeah. We definitely can't. Ashwin. We definitely can't get a break. I just don't know what we've done to UEFA, what we've done in our past lives, or what sort of karma that we're receiving whenever we go into Champions League, that we never get a favorable draw. Onana's mistake made Ajax shocking out of round 16 last season, Champions League. But yeah, I mean, last season Onana was coming back from his 1-year ban, so we know he's been rusty. That's why I'm saying Inzaghi needs to start giving him minutes in Serie A, because we can't bring him in cold, because we saw at the AFCON, we saw last season at Ajax, he's still rusty after that year out from his ban. So I'm not actually pushing for Inzaghi to do that 100%, but I'm saying that ideally I see Onana being the Champions League goalkeeper because of his, I just see him being suited to Champions League football. But at the same time, Onana was one of the best goalkeepers of Champions League campaigns for Ajax in the previous seasons. I think Lukaku will definitely be a difference this year. But let's not forget, guys, Edin Dzeko was able to do last season what Lukaku wasn't able to do the 2 seasons before, which is scoring the Champions League progression goals. Let's not forget, Dzeko scored those 2 goals against Shakhtar that were very, very important, which Lukaku wasn't able to do against Shakhtar the seasons before. So we need Lukaku to be able to come through for those. But I think having the Lukaku weapon on the counter attack in open space, or in general, just Lukaku being an upgrade on Dzeko, the 35-year-old Dzeko, I think that will make a difference. 100%. We'll probably get Barca and Dortmund if we won the league. Yeah, probably. Inter would have Milan's group if they won the league last year. Yeah, but even last year, remember when we won the league, it wasn't a particularly easy group. Real Madrid, Shakhtar, Sheriff in the end didn't end up being like the little, whipping boys that we thought they would be. Do the matches start? But yeah, matches start before the World Cup. The Champions League will be played from September up until the end of November before the World Cup starts. So the group stages will be done before the World Cup starts. So that's why this season is so weird, because there's going to be so many matches played, guys, before the World Cup. Champions League group stage is done before the World Cup starts. So they're going to squeeze all those games in. So yeah, very, very, that's what I'm saying. I don't really see us having that squad that we can play on all these fronts. I mean, if from September to December, yeah, I think we can handle it. But afterwards, when the hard games and the knockout games come, Coppa Italia, and then we have Serie A, like it just becomes difficult, guys. It becomes difficult. And we'll have to play Supercoppa as well at some point. Don't forget that Super Cup, Italian Super Cup at some point. Chelsea Inter would have been awesome. Yeah, that would have been great. Of course, bro, Ahmad, every game there will be a preview. And of course, I'm going to start reaching out. I'm going to find some sort of Barcelona YouTuber or, a content creator for that, or writer, Bayern Munich as well. I'm sure there's some Bayern Munich content creators out there. Maybe some Victoria Pilsen boys out there. Maybe some Czech boys out there. We got Jesus Juve in the house. Bro, this guy, he's your group is not easy, bro. Your group is not easy, so I don't know why you're piping up. Benfica is definitely better than our group. I can't lie about that. You've got Maccabi Haifa, who you should be getting 6 points out of. But Benfica, I wouldn't underestimate Benfica for sure. It's definitely easier group than ours, but I wouldn't underestimate Benfica, because we saw last year they went to the later stages, and they even gave Liverpool a scare. And whilst you have Allegri, my friend, whilst you still have Allegri and his terrorist ball, so I don't know how confident I would feel in your boots, my friend. Why wasn't on a banned anyways? Look it up, bro, Besisa, but he was banned for taking some questionable substances that he said it was his wife. He took his wife's pills. But yeah, just type it up. I don't remember the exact. Was it nandrolone or something? I don't know. I don't even want to say it because it could be liable to be sued or something. So just search it up. Sharma, do you agree we have the better defense than Bayern? Barca, I think definitely, yeah, better than Barca, for 100% better than Barcelona. Actually, yeah, let's pull up the squads for two teams. So definitely better than Barcelona's. What's Barcelona's team? Let's have a look. So let's pull up their last game they played against Real Sociedad. Yeah, 100%. Araujo was probably their best defensive centre back. I really like Araujo. He would be amazing. And now we could move Skriniar to the middle and then have him as the right centre back, hybrid, good on the ball, athletic. But yeah, Christensen, he's probably better than De Vrij. But yeah, Bastoni is definitely better than Garcia. And then who do they have on the bench? PK is not as good anymore. Sergio Roberto, where does he play? He plays all over the place these days. Oh yeah, couldn't they? Yeah, they still have actually. Their defense is quite good actually. For some reason, I was thinking of their last season, but forgot they actually did invest this season. But still, on an individual basis, I'll still take our defense over theirs. Bayern, on the other hand, let's have a look. Bayern's is I think difficult to call. Again, as I said, like it's definitely not one of the best defenses out there in world football. As I said, Pavard. I'll definitely Upamecano. I would take Skriniar over Upamecano and over De Ligt, but I think I'd take De Ligt. over De Vrij. I don't know. It's close. It's close, guys. It's close. I mean, Neuer is definitely better than Handanovic. That's the one for sure. But to be fair, Ter Stegen, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if I would take Ter Stegen over. Ter Stegen's had a bit of a stinky few years, but I'll probably still take him over Handanovic. But I think it's close. Definitely when it comes to to defense. I think it's quite close. I wouldn't swap any of their defenses over ours. I'll probably swap some guys. I will swap, individual guys over maybe De Vrij, or obviously the goalkeepers. I'll definitely take Neuer over Handanovic and Onana at the moment. But yeah, in general, I wouldn't. Yeah, I think obviously the Bayern strike force as well. But even there, like, if you tell me, like, would I take? I wouldn't swap. I would not swap Lautaro or Lukaku for Mane or Müller. Like, of course, like, a lot of the guys don't fit in our system because of the system that we play. So it's an interesting one because when you think about it on the system, how many players would you actually take from these teams? I don't there's not that many players I would take individually from compared to our players. I would definitely take someone like Kimmich. I would take Kimmich over like Hakan for sure. Those are the type of players that that definitely we can improve on. Hakan on from Barcelona in midfield. I would definitely take Pedri over Hakan, but I wouldn't leave out Brozovic or Barella for any of their players. What about the Barcelona midfield? Yeah, I would take Pedri. I would take Frankie over Hakan. Yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, Dembele wouldn't fit in our system anyway up front. Like, he's a winger. We don't play with wingers. Yeah. There's honestly, I don't know. There's not that many players out there that I would take swap. So it isn't as bad. It isn't that bad on an individual basis. It's just this depth. They can call on, Barcelona. They can call on Kessie, Sergio Roberto, Jordi Alba, Pjanic. They still have him. Aubameyang, we don't know. Depay is still there. Ansu Fati, like that's Jules Koundé's out. Busquets, that's crazy level of depth. That's where the difference is really. Like on the starting 11, there's not really that many guys I would take. Matteo, 100%. Lautaro, guys. I love Lautaro and I will defend Lautaro, but people seem to forget, like, sometimes they're not objective with Lautaro. Like, that's why I said that I don't think he had that great of a season last year, because people say that was Lautaro's best season at Inter, and then he won Inter Player of the Season somehow at the end of the season. But this guy has 0 goals in the Champions League group stages. And then, he had the one banger against Liverpool, which is nice. But, just done something about what was his performances against Liverpool. He was like one of our worst players against Liverpool, both home and away, completely nullified by Van Dijk and Konate. So I need a better year from Lautaro this year, and it should be, now that his partner in crime is back in terms of Lukaku. Lauti is the main guy when it comes to Champions League. Yeah, in the previous years he showed that. That's why last year was so disappointing to me, because usually he's the main guy for us in the Champions League. Real Madrid, Dortmund, Barcelona, like, this guy was known to be scoring in the big games, especially in the Champions League. But last season he didn't, apart from that Liverpool just screamer. Do you think Inter can do the double? The double as in, if you mean the double as in Serie A and Coppa Italia, yes. If you're talking about Champions League, no. And this is where, you can say I don't have faith, because I just don't see Inter being able to win the Champions League. This is where you can say to me that I don't have faith. We have to beat Barca, won't be able to sleep at night. Wow, he must have, maybe you have a lot of Barca fans, because I'm not losing sleep at night if we don't beat Barca. September 6th and 7th is first match days for UCL. Yeah, hopefully we get a home match the first time round. Like, we need this nice, strong start. Like, get Victoria Pilsen the first game, San Siro at home, get a nice win, get underway, get, the 3 points straight away. Because remember, last few seasons, we've struggled at the beginning. Like, Shakhtar, was it like 0-0 at Shakhtar away? like just having like, you know, false starts. Like we need a nice straight 3 points, get some nice goal difference in, because the goal difference makes a difference as well in the Champions League, doesn't it? Let me know in the comments, because I always forget. The Champions League group stage, do they count head to head or do they count goal difference? Let me know. One Champions League game per week until the World Cup, I imagine. Yeah, I mean, what you play 6 games, so not every week, but almost. Yeah, like, you know, it'll be quite often. Thursday nights with Bodo Glimt. Inter will have 2 of the most profitable teams in the Champions League coming to the San Siro. Yeah, I mean, definitely, yeah. Bayern Munich and Barcelona, those will be complete sold outs for San Siro, 100%. So that's good for Inter's pockets. Barcelona is not last year's Barcelona; they're way stronger. Yeah, exactly. They're not the swashbuckling, you know, Barcelona a few years ago. But this is not the struggling Barcelona from last year. This is definitely a Barcelona on the up under Xavi. Who cares about Juve? Exactly. Sub-Zero. So sad, very sad. It will be exciting games and great to play, to go Bayern. But geez, aside from last season, we can't catch a break yet. I know, Nick Knox. I know. Barca has Kunde and Christensen now. Yeah, exactly. They're deeper than us. That Araujo kid is a monster. I can see him rattling Lautaro. Yeah, not so much Lukaku. Christensen is a pushover. Yeah, Christensen, I can definitely, if Lukaku just goes 1v1 against him, tries to physically bully him, we can have him. And Eric Garcia for sure. Lukaku can bully that boy for sure. Piqué versus Lautaro will be a massacre. Yeah, if Piqué starts, which I don't think he's a starter now anymore. Sadio Mane is far better than anything Inter have. Are you mad? It's my opinion, bro. It's my opinion. I don't think so. I think with Mane, actually, Mane is one of those things that, yes, you know, because of the Senegal winning and him having like a clinching, you know, important part of getting through the AFCON and all that kind of stuff, he's going to be in the latter stages of the Ballon d'Or and all this kind of stuff. But actually, ask Liverpool fans, bro. Ask Liverpool fans. Sadio Mane over the last year or so has been declining. And that's the reason why Liverpool were happy to let him go for what, 30, 40 million euros. Because there's not the same Mane on a, you know, that guy was an absolute monster, 1v1 goal scoring. And it hasn't not been that same Mane over the last few years. So I disagree with you on that. Like, I think it would be close between who I would take between Lukaku, Lautaro, and Mane up front. Man, start with the Rice Land is showing some signs. Yeah, but he's showing some signs. It doesn't mean I can just now throw him out for, like, you know, players that have been proving over the last year or so. And profile-wise as well, like, I'd rather have someone, you know, that can, you know, defend in open spaces like Ronald, like Araujo, like these guys they've been in better form. It's not slandering the Rice, it's just, you know, the truth. But he's still a quality player, 100%. Eduardo continuing with the positivity. Akash coming through, my boy. We will come in second. Barca shaky. We can beat them. Bayern and Inter will qualify. Yeah, I like the positivity, bro. It depends. Let's see how this Barca team looks. Like, you know, they've been all right at the beginning of the season. They drew 0-0 to Rayo Vallecano. They beat Barcelona. But that's the thing with Barcelona, that depth. Even if they're struggling, they can bring on, you know, Ansu Fati off the bench like they did against the Sociedad. They can bring on, you know, Dembele or, you know, Ferran Torres, like, you know, Depay. Like, it's just crazy amount of, you know, option off the bench, which is why Liverpool against us, they brought on 50 million Luis Diaz off the bench. They brought Naby Keita. Like, it's just that level of depth that we just don't have. Sunit, my uncle from Dubai, stepping up, need our defense to stand up. All our opponents have quick players. Yeah, but it's hard for these boys. It's hard for these boys once there's some open space behind them, especially against Bayern. Bayern love, you know, playing direct vertical football. Is going to be very scary watching Gnabry, Sane, Mane, Muller, Musiala moving into the half spaces, and, you know, these guys hitting us in behind. Like, it's going to be scary times. These are exactly the type of players that our defense is not good against. But yeah, they're definitely going to need to step up. I would say our midfield needs to step up more. Our midfield and our strikers, because our strikers is where we lacked last year. You know, against Liverpool, against Real Madrid. Against Real Madrid, we created chances. Remember, Dzeko, Lautaro especially. Remember, he had that header at the San Siro. He fired it straight at Courtois. Like, we created lots of chances against Real Madrid, home and away, but our finishing is where we lacked. Our defense, managed to do decently well. Even against Liverpool, we did quite well. We only conceded only 2 goals against Liverpool in two matches. So I would say our midfield and our strike force is where we need to step up in terms of keeping our heads. Barella, no sending offs, keeping the ball, and actually taking our chances. I have faith the defense usually manages to come through in these matches. Perisic might come to San Siro, goes to Allianz Arena to watch Inter Bayern. Yeah, maybe. If we can eliminate the comical errors, I believe we'll be all right, but not for too long. We make schoolboy errors. Yeah, true that. But again, when you play these teams, they put you such under pressure that you end up making these mistakes. Remember like the goal we conceded against Liverpool, the one Firmino when he came on off the bench, that corner was just so silly. Like, why was he free? And then Andanovic didn't even move. It's head to head. Okay, fair enough. When will the schedule release? Yeah, it should be released in the coming hours or so, right? It should be released today or tomorrow. It should be released pretty soon. Not sure if you went through it. Khalid, we'll cover that. I'll cover that in the coming days because there will be a statement released from UEFA, and I'm sure Inter will comment on it as well in terms of the settlement agreement. Like, Inter they already been talking to UEFA regarding the settlement agreement for the FFP. So I'll do a video on that when there's more clarity. But I would say there's not too much to panic over. But of course, it is annoying. And it's definitely not going to be a positive outcome, but I don't think it's going to be a massive negative. To win Champions League group games, bring in cash and everybody. Yeah, that's 100% true. I think every Champions League win is worth like 1 million, 1.5 million, I think, each win. So yeah, it's definitely important to get those wins. 100%. Christensen gets smoked 7 times out of 10 in a 1v1. Exactly. If you can exploit their weaknesses, we can definitely do it. Bro, I think we can surprise Bayern. I don't rate Nagelsmann. You're sure that can be tactically outclassed by Emery. Yeah, but I don't see Inzaghi being able to play that Emery, terrorist ball of being sitting behind and countering them. But yeah, it's true. Nagelsmann isn't, a top elite tactician 100%. He's still learning. He's still very young. Barca have a lot of new players. We need time to integrate, but we have almost the same team, stronger with Lukaku as last year. So we need to believe. Yeah, 100%. As I said, for me, it's between us and Barca. I wouldn't put as I think, Bayern definitely the favorites, and then us and Barca definitely close for second. Hey, the great one Inter, what a channel, guys. If you guys don't know, this guy uploads classic Inter games from years gone past. So definitely check him out. Obviously, I'm not disappointed with the draw. For me, it's much more important to win the Scudetto. 100%, bro. I'm with you. Second star mission. I know that is my focus, guys. To me, Champions League this season is just a bonus. It was last season already. And I know some people would disagree with me because of the prestige of the Champions League, and they want the respect from the rest of Europe, from the Prem Tards, all of that kind of stuff. But to me, it's not a big deal. It's the focus after what happened last season, guys. Mission second star is our focus. ASMR, second star ASMR. That's what I want this season. But yeah, no, 100%. I agree with you. Gurpreet Singh in the house. Where am I from? No, I grew up in Italy. When I was younger, but I live in the UK, and my family is from India, so Indian background. Yeah, Sunil, we talked about it earlier. I think Onana should be our Champions League goalkeeper. As I said, I think he fits the Champions League more with his style, with his ball playing ability, everything like that. But I don't think he will be. Sorry, Freddie Boss. I think Inzaghi will continue playing Handanovic unless something catastrophic happens, or unless a really bad drop in form happens, an injury or suspension happens. I just don't see it. Like, if he said that Handanovic is starter, I don't see where he's going to be really, rotating it unless it's Coppa Italia. Hey, we got Barca fans wishing us good luck. Thank you very much. Hope to, come back on the channel when we do our match preview, bro. David, thank you for coming through. 100 football playlist. Yeah, Inter Bayern, only teams to have had a player in every World Cup final since 1982. That is football heritage, as Mourinho would say, 100%. And let's see who could it be this coming year in the World Cup. Lautarito, maybe. Lukakito, maybe. Brozovicito, maybe. Scree with pocket Lewandowski, we pocket Salah and Mane last season. Yeah, that's great to pocket, bro, but we need them to win. We need to win. We need to win. Yes, Wife Suburban King, the great one Inter is a legend. Great channel. I think he's got like 12, 13K subscribers, but it's not enough. You guys need to give him more subscribers. Danbury could make some series though with those ASMR skills. Yeah, might need to venture into those. I know those guys make a killing. Hey, Almighty Blues in the house. Chelsea fan, but I also know I think he's a little bit of an AC Milan fan, so he's going to be a bit split on his game day. Big up, bro. Please ask Lukaku to at least beat Barca for us. I know he won't care. Yeah, 100%. We need, as I said, we need Lukaku to step, bro. Okay, we need him to step up. He scored against Barcelona last time. I remember when we played in the group stage. It was that first time volley he hit. But that was like Barcelona B team. I remember they were playing against us. It was embarrassing. But yeah, make sure you guys check out Almighty Blues FC as well. He makes content around European football in general, but he's a Chelsea and AC Milan fan, unfortunately. Yeah, I got to get you on as well. Maybe we can do like a nice Champions League preview or something. If we can beat Liverpool, we can beat anyone. That is true. That is true. If we beat last season's Liverpool, who are, really, really good, or a top 2 or 3 team in Europe, we can beat anyone 100%. 100%. What's more possible? We win at Barca or Munich? For me, Barcelona. For me, I get Bayern Munich away. The Allianz Arena. It's just, those guys are absolute monsters out there. Like, we can score some goals for sure against Bayern Munich, but I don't think we can outscore them. Like, that's Bayern Munich under Nagelsmann. They will outscore you, unless you play some terrorist football like Villarreal played against them. But I just don't see Inzaghi doing that against them. We shouldn't be having massive expectation when Barca and Bayern are spending 150 million each. Exactly, guys. It's just that depth. The depth difference is just crazy. It's just crazy. Otlo, my boy, come on, bro. You gotta. If you're giving a donation, you gotta give me some comment. Give me a nice little comment so we can talk through. You can't be just donating like that, bro. You gotta give me something to talk about. But this guy, he's gonna go to the Milan derby. My boy Otlo, he is. He's gonna go to the Milan derby in September. I'm very jealous. He's been trying to convince me, but my work schedule is just at the moment. I don't think I'll be able to go, and I think the tickets are already sold out, man. I don't think I'll be able to grab a ticket, but I might need you to be on reporting duty live from the stadium on that day, bro. But thank you very much for the donation. Bro, Gags is going to dominate Bayern. Imagine Gagliardini at the Allianz Arena. Oh my god. Oh, I still one thing I still don't like Conte for is him starting Gagliardini against Sevilla in the Europa League final. I will never forgive him for that. Yeah, Milan and Chelsea in the same group. That's going to be interesting. Thank you, Daniel. You deserve more subscribers. No, I appreciate that, bro. It will come. Make sure you guys are spreading the word. That's all you can do. Spread the word. Leave a thumbs up. Comment. If you're watching this on like a replay, just comment down. It helps with like the algorithm. The thumbs up help with the algorithm. But I appreciate your support 100%. Shami, you're from India. Great. I am from Cameroon, but I am in Bangalore. Wow, that's crazy. A guy from Cameroon in Bangalore, man. I would like to get you on the channel to talk about that kind of experience. That must be crazy. Yeah, I've never heard that before. That's very, very rare story. Europa League win would be great. So yeah, as I said, man, so I'm not one of those guys that looks down on the Europa League, especially with Inter's history. Us, in the UEFA Cup, we've got a very good heritage. I would love to see us win a Europa League. But to me, as our team depth is made up right now, and as we are one of the front runners, I just don't see us being able to do that, being able to focus on those multiple fronts. If it was a few years ago when like Juve were running away with the league, and we were kind of struggling through, on the Spalletti, like those were the years where we should have been going for the Europa League. But now it's like it's just we're just not made for that. It's just too difficult to go so deep in these competitions. We need to focus on that second star for me. Like we can't let Milan or Juventus win it. Like, guys, imagine even if we win the Europa League, if Milan get that 20th Scudetto before us, and if Juve start building a dynasty once again, getting a Scudetto, and then start building a domination in Italy, like, we just don't have the financial capability to go against them. So we need to make sure we secure a Scudetto before Suning. The team keeps going downhill, because I just don't see us improving under Suning until they stay. Inter group got 3 teams that won the treble. Oh yeah, you're right. Why is the Suburban Kid? Good shout. So we've got Barcelona won the treble, Bayern Munich won the treble, and Inter. So this is a football heritage group for sure. And maybe there's some football heritage from Victoria Pilsen I don't know about. Yeah, soon too. We're gonna be some games that all these 6 games are gonna like knockouts. And yeah, we might need Inzaghi to read The Art of War, that book, The Art of War. Actually, that's a good idea. What I'm gonna do for Champions League this year, guys, I've got it, The Art of War. I'm gonna read I'm gonna read an excerpt. I'm gonna read like a line or like a paragraph from The Art of War before or after like the Champions League games. That could be like a new little feature, like a Champions League feature this year. Yeah, tickets sold out for the derby. I'll be out there and be there for the UCL match day 1. Hopefully, waiting for the schedule to drop. Nice. Do you know anywhere I could get a ticket for Victoria Pilsen game in Czech Republic? I don't know, bro. Make sure the best way to do it is you sign up to some form of Inter club. So I don't know where you're from, Mensa, whether you're from, like, if I sign up to Inter Club London, that would be my best way of being able to grab tickets, because the official clubs around Europe, around the world, they get ticket allocation, and that's the best way to do it. So try to sign up. I don't know which country you're from, but whatever, if there's an Inter club in your country or neighboring country, try to sign up for the Inter club memberships, and that's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Otherwise, yeah, the Inter official website, but usually the tickets get sold out really quickly, and then resale, just prices are crazy. UEL for the price they give is not worth it to put Scudetto. Exactly, the financial reward of, I think, Europa League financially, I think even if you get all the way to the end of it, I can't remember, but is like 10 million. It's like a quarter of the worth of like a Champions League. That's a good point about focusing on second star. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Otlo agrees with me as well. Second star is important, but getting out of this group is also important for financial reasons. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. I agree with you. But if you ask me today whether rather finish 4th in Champions League or win the Scudetto, yeah, I would take that to win the Scudetto. I would rather be embarrassed in the Champions League to win the Scudetto. Like, I just need that second star at all cost. At all costs, guys. I just need that after what happened last year. Need to make it more present on another YouTube channels. I discovered you through Rabona TV. Yeah, my boy Rabona TV. Yeah, no, I do try. I've made appearances on YouTube, Premier League channels and stuff. Whenever someone asks me, I never say no to a partnership. But maybe I need to do more, partnerships on my channel, which I haven't done recently enough of. I probably need to get my game on doing, some bigger channels on my channel. Inter's head-to-head versus Bayern. Thank you for 100 football playlist. 7 games, 3 wins, 1 draw. Yeah, we've got a good record against Bayern. Let's not forget, Bayern, we smashed them. Smashed them, but we beat them in the Champions League final. And then we beat them the year after. Goran Pandev, that goal. Someone posted it actually. Where was it? Someone said it. I was confused why someone said it, but yeah, Mossab said it. Goran Pandev away at the Allianz. So yeah, we've got a very good record against Bayern. But yeah, let me check the poll now. We can end the poll. And wow, it's very split, the poll. So the poll says 46% think we're gonna finish first or second, so we're gonna make it through. And then 45% think we're gonna actually finish third. So actually, it's quite split. 225 votes. So it's quite a big sample size that we've picked out there. So interesting, guys. So you guys are confident. Most of you guys are confident. And then 7% said we're gonna finish fourth. I like it. Interisti. Not bad. What are chances of getting out of the group? I would give us like a 40-45% chance. As I said, for me is I would give like Barcelona 55 and 45 to us to finish second, because I just think buying a heavy favorites in my opinion. But yeah, 45, 55, I would give it. Yeah, I think I'm definitely not negative on this. Eduardo says he wants to pass the group stage and focus 100% on Scudetto, so until December. Yeah, that's true as well. The fact that you can kind of, there's the World Cup in between, so the Champions League is done, and then you can focus on whatever happens afterwards. That's true as well. But it's just like a very unknown. It's an unknown variable this year with this World Cup. It could help you, it could galvanize a lot of the players. Like, Lukaku, let's say Belgium get out early of the World Cup, he comes back early to us, so he's back in shape, fit. Or maybe Argentina flop out a bit earlier than they thought. Italy are not in it, so maybe we get like a nice. These guys come back to us early, no injuries, get like a mini preseason going, and then we can like smash out the other teams. So yeah, you never know, but that's what I'm saying. It's just a bit of a, you don't know what you're gonna get with this World Cup variable this year. Hard luck on the group. Yeah, Football Drone, make sure you guys check out this guy's channel. He makes like animation, hand-drawn videos, like really good content, guys, explainers. Unfortunately, he's a Milan fan, but yeah, as he's saying, he's supporting all the Italian clubs. And yeah, good point. Now let's have a look at the other groups now. Let's finish up with going. We've been live for 1 hour and 7 minutes. Group A is great. Liverpool, Napoli. We've seen that matchup a few times, haven't we? And Napoli have actually done well against Liverpool last few years, so that's a good matchup. Ajax as well, so that's going to be quite a good watch. And Rangers, don't count them out. Like their style of play and the Van Broncos, I really enjoyed seeing them in the in Europe last year. So yeah, they're a tough team. So definitely some very good groups to watch. This is probably quite a balanced group. Like Atletico, probably the favorites, but Porto, Leverkusen, Brugge, difficult one to call, to be honest. Of course, we got our group, and then this one, as I said, like Conte, you're on 100% fraud watch. You gotta get first in that group. If you don't, 100% fraudulence, Fugazi. But yeah, apart from that, it's quite balanced. Marseille, Sporting, Frankfurt. I can't call who could finish second there. Now this one's interesting. Milan, Chelsea, they're definitely the favorites, and then Salzburg and Zagreb playing out for probably the for the Europa League spot. Good point from Huyan. Make sure you check him out on TikTok. I know my Somali brother likes to make some nice TikTok funny content. Ajax lost too many players. I don't see them come out. Yeah, Ajax are going through a bit of a weird period at the moment, especially they got unlucky with the whole oh no, wait, that's Dortmund that got unlucky with the Haller situation. But yeah, they're in a bit of a transitional phase, I guess, Ajax, after the nice few years, but still a tough team to play for sure. Napoli Ajax would be lit. Yeah, that would be a great game to watch. But yeah, Spalletti in Europe doesn't usually do very well. Real Madrid, Leipzig, Shakhtar, Celtic. Yeah, Real Madrid should easily win that, and then Leipzig probably second. I would probably put Celtic third and Shakhtar last, maybe. And then Man City should easily win Group G. Dortmund are definitely in a transitional period where they're not looking good. Their defense is shaky as ever. They got the Haller situation was very unlucky for them. So it should be between them and Sevilla for second. And yeah, this one's interesting. Group H for sure. So yeah, 100%. 100%. Bro, look at the post from Europa League. What are they doing? What are these men doing? Europa League. They better not have been cheeky. They better not be cheeky. Where's the post? What am I looking at? Hi Inter. Where did they say that? Or maybe I bet you got caught by one of those fakes, bro. People always do some sort of fake. You probably got caught out by a fake there, bro. Yeah. Oh, Eduardo, you just made me check for no reason. He made me go on the Europa League account for no reason. I need Chalobah or Kanji if Inter sign a Chalobah, we're doomed. Yeah. We definitely, if we're playing against these quick teams, Bayern, Barcelona, we definitely need an athletic defender to be able to cope with these guys. 100%. Nah, bro, it's a fake account. Fake account. Most funny match will be MSN versus Bonucci, Bremer, Danilo, and Alexandro. Now Juve going to get cooked and Allegri is getting sacked. Yeah, we'll see. But the thing is, Allegri will park the bus, the plane, the stadium, the fan base. He'll park anything possible against PSG. So they probably won't even get cooked. They will just probably manage to get like a nice draw out of that game. They got me, bro. Serie A, sit down there. They got you, bro. They got you. Juve is not building anything under Allegri. We are deeply unserious. I struggle to disagree, bro. And I'm an objective fan. I hate Juve, but I'm not gonna be hating on Juve for the sake of it. But yeah, I still have Juve as one of the favorites because of the Mercato you have. You cannot deny that you are one of the favorites for Serie A, and then Allegri still has that track record and heritage. But what we're seeing from Allegri in terms of on the pitch is definitely not positive for Juve fans. Eduardo got baited 100%. They can't sack Allegri because they're broke. They're not broke, but it would make them broke because Allegri's wages, he earns like 8-9 million net a season, and they gave him like a 4-year contract. So sacking him is going to cost them a lot of money. So they can. That's the thing with Juve. They can afford to do that. They're not like us, but that would like hurt them. They can't be spending like 25-30 million to sack Allegri. But yeah, guys, that was it. 1 hour, 12 minutes we've gone. And I feel more confident after speaking to you guys after the poll. It's not doom and gloom, definitely. I don't think it's doom and gloom. I think we can definitely make it out of the group. We can make it out of the ghetto. Bayern are the favorites. Barcelona may be slight favorites ahead of us. But I think we can make it. And it should be fun. 100%. The champions, once that theme song, once the anthem comes on, the goosebumps, the stadium, it will. I might have to go out and watch one of those matches. But yeah, I'm excited to watch the Champions League in general. And yeah, I might make more Champions League, like general Champions League content as well, not just for Inter. I might make like general Champions League review games. Of course, it depends on if I have the time and energy to do it after work. But I do like that. You guys know my channel, initially, the idea of my channel wasn't just Inter. But then I saw that, because of my work commitments and energy levels, I just focused on Inter. But I do want to, talk about other stuff as well. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I do feel a bit more confident after talking to you guys. We have the pedigree for sure. Thanks for the mini therapy session, Zio. No worries, Marcello. You guys helped me as much as I helped you. Another great show. Thank you, Mattia. What a group, man. You're doomed. Thank you, Ali. God bless you, Sharma. Forza Inter. Yeah, thank you very much. Guys, before you guys go, 100%, make sure you leave in a thumbs up. It's 92 people. I want to see at least 100 thumbs up on this video. If you're watching this afterwards, leave a comment down below. Do you think Inter can make it out of the group? Where do you think Inter can make it? First, second, third, fourth? Are they crashing out? And can Inter challenge on multiple fronts? People are disagreeing with me. People think that Inter can challenge on multiple fronts. I don't think they can. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments down below. Thank you, Silvio. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Huyan. Thank you, White Suburban Kid, Ali, Marcello, Sayan, Javi, Abdirahman, Araji, Ahmad, Eduardo, Balkan Warrior, Besisa, Anand Singh, Seeker of Truth, Lord Peanut, Quab, Football Drone, Mattia, Mosab, everyone that came through. I appreciate you all for coming through. Very, very enjoyable live stream. Ciao ragazzi, Forza Inter, and see you for the Champions League, matches, previews, reactions. It's going to be a fun season, 100%. Ciao.